Good morning, everyone. Welcome to MaryAnne's Mystic Mentions. Welcome to your daily sun sign featured reading for you, all Aquariuses. We are on the last two signs of the second half of the month readings I've been doing, and we are in Leo season. So right off the bat, I hope you're feeling wonderful, strong, courageous, fun. I hope you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself and you're actually on vacation watching this, or about to go, or definitely planned it. It's coming up. It's that time of year, right? And it's so contagious and it's so beautiful. And then we had Mercury go into Leo. So there we have the planet of fast ideas and communication, networking, fun once again. A clarity in what you want to speak about, and the leadership quality of Leo comes through for all of us, the planet, when we're in a certain season like we are with Leo until the August 22nd, I believe, just came into play last week. So it's one of my favorite times of year. I am an air sign, which works really well with the energy of fire. It's one of the compatibility that I see a lot in relationships of all forms. And then also we have, I was going to say I felt emotional before coming in today, because it's a happiness, it's a joy that I'm feeling inside of me that I want to just spread to the world right now. And it's wonderful. And then I realized, okay, wait, we actually have the moon in Pisces. So when it comes to emotions and the watery aspect of Pisces, that's what's coming through. And so it's about love, it's about our friendships and connections of all kinds. It's about selflessness. And then we also still have Jupiter in the sign of Pisces, the benevolent, loving, fortunate, expansive energy of Jupiter, and the fortune and gifts and magic that comes with any sign it's in, okay? It's a beautiful, optimistic time when you have Jupiter in your sign. So it's leaving Pisces tomorrow, going back into Aquarius. And so Aquarius, this is your time once again. And it started last December, I believe, on the 30th or something. Don't quote me. Probably a little before that, actually. And it went into your sign, Jupiter, from January to May. And then it went for this short stint in Jupiter. And now it's going back into your sign tomorrow in retrograde. It'll go forward in Jupiter in October and then finish off through the year until December 28th. So it is absolutely a magical and powerful time, regardless of whether or not it's in retrograde. It still has great power. It tends to be more internalized at that point. You're really feeling satisfied and very motivated, and your sign of Aquarius represents the power of word and information and, communal and worldly events, big picture kind of thing, fixed sign that you are in ideas, and stubborn in the way that you want to see them come through. You are the star in these, Zodiac. You are because you're an Aquarius, and they're intertwined when you have the tarot and astrology, which is why I love both so much. But I have read for many years, and so I'm going to pick your highlighted connection for you today, Aquarius, and what Spirit would like me to share with you in messages that I will pick 3 major categories from. And I'm using the beautiful Golden Tarot Rider today. It's like the Rider-Smith deck, one of my first decks I got. It's a standard, and it's a beautiful, I think it's a wonderful starting point for a lot of tarot readers. And yet, there's so many incredible decks that I don't even know what to say about which one it would be for today. But this is a standard that a lot of people still really find great wisdom and general possible energy, I would say. Just wonderful messages, wonderful ways to describe and read the symbolisms. Excuse me. Ooh, something about the throat chakra right there. But anyway, it is shouldn't be a problem with Mercury in Leo now. So I would just say clear the throat and get it going on here, right? Know your power, own your power always. So let's figure out what this beautiful, spiritly guided message and highlighted connection is for you today, Aquarius. Taking a deep breath. It is July 27th. It is my brother's birthday. What a Leo he is. I mean, he's an actor of basically his whole life. Very dramatic, very passionate. You know, very stuck on certain ways to do things and determined, and he makes it happen. You know, he's fun, generous, kind. Yeah, big heart. You have Leo, so that's interesting. I wondered why I was going on, other than the fact that we're in Leo season. But what's interesting is that's your polar opposite. So there's always this polarity between you that's happening in the world, in your life, you know, and it's exciting for you. This kind of energy for the two of you, air and fire, is extremely positive. It really kind of stokes your ideas and your imagination and your dreams and wishes, Aquarius. Very, very much so, heightens that. And I think that's really exciting that would happen today for you. No mistakes, no, there's no mistakes, or it's all perfectly divinely guided. But I'll talk just a little bit more about it. So you are an air sign, Aquarius. You are ruled by Uranus. Now, Uranus is a very powerful planet. It's an outer planet. It moves slowly. It is now in the sign of Taurus, which is all about earth and grounded and money. Unpredictability is the whole key theme to Uranus. He kind of is the jokester, and he likes to disturb your life sometimes in unexpected ways, just change it in a heartbeat, and you'll be like, what happened? Now, that's for better or worse, and a lot of times, even when it seems worse, like, for example, last year for a lot of us, not everyone, this is a general reading, our finances were affected. And that's the money sign of Taurus. As I said, Taurus is our earthly, practical aspects of our life, our stability, our work, our love, our relationships, our food, our sustenance, all of those things. And it really was it took a turn for a lot of the world, I would say, last year, where some benefited me amazingly, right? Forgive me, I'm tripping over my words. I'm not sure why. But in essence, I'm just trying to express that that's what Uranus does. And this is the planet that has ruled Aquarius their whole life. So it's almost something that I wouldn't say are used to, but they anticipate. And they get epiphanies, which is another wonderful aspect of the Uranian energy of freedom and risk-taking and motivation, innovation type of ideas that come to the forefront. And just in dreams or in wake life, you're just like, whoa, I never thought of that before. And in an instant, your entire life, your entire, perspective and just everything can change. And that's how things happen in life, isn't it? It's all so fragile. It's all so moment to moment, play by play. And so that's going on. That's always exhilarating and kind of keeps you on your toes. And then, of course, you're the humanitarian sign. You love being social, fair, kind. You want everybody to benefit. That's your whole modus operandus, as I like to say, your MO. And so you've got your highlighted connection, which is the sun-ruled, ego-driven, confident, courageous, steadfast, strong, very, very passionate, as I said, and I don't know, very, very generous and caring, kind, bold energy of Leo. And I mean, they're going to put you on a pedestal, if you're that one and only for them, you are the one. They will treat you like a queen, and no one will take your place. And so it's a beautiful energy to be pampered and cared for. However, there is a caveat, of course. Leos love attention too. And they want to be recognized for their wonderful, talents and generosity and all the things. They want to hear about it. They want to be stroked and patted and petted, and if not, they may roar a little bit. They may let you know, because they're about their feelings as well. Even though they're fire, it can be very quick, and it's a temperament thing, right? Their expression comes from their physicality and their quick movement in life. You know, fire can be incredibly helpful for us, and it can be very much of a deterrent for us in life. We've come to find this out very strongly in the last few years. But the whole idea of, you know, the phoenix rising from the ashes is very appropriate for a lot of the fire signs, because they burn themselves sometimes. You know, they make those mistakes like we all do. But they get up and they brush themselves off and they say, okay, well, that didn't work. They lick their wounds and they start over again, and you love them for that. You love their ingenuity and their ability to get back on the bandwagon, as it will. You know, they love leading and teaching and, you know, just helping others, and they love fun. So this is a beautiful, beautiful connection for you, and it could be amazing in obviously romantic ways, because the physicality there is very, very strongly suited for the two of you. There's great physical attraction a lot of times, and just the magnetism that, you know, this fiery, bright, luminous Leo can project at others, and, you know, it just kind of takes you in. It's hypnotizing. So that's happening, and I'm imagining there's just a lot of fun because there's a lot of parties, because it's Leo season, and they don't hold back. I mean, they probably hold a lot of them for themselves. I'm sure a lot of their friends want to hold it as well, but it's going to be exactly the way they want it, and it's going to be over the top. So you're all about that too. And that's fun for you. So I'm hoping that's exactly what's going on now, because, you know, we have, we're about to approach August. And August is one of, honestly, the best months there is. It's the number 8, and that's 8 in numerology, which represents the most abundant, powerful, manifestational number that there is, from 0 to 9. And you can take that with you. You can utilize that any way you want, but just know that those energies are available to you. Free will at all times. I hope you're able to take those and just run with them. Let's see what your reading has to say for the 3 major categories. Now, the 3 categories I find from, you know, just connecting with my clients and people over the years, they kind of cover all the questions you may have. And if you're not interested necessarily in this particular highlighted connection of the Leo Aquarius, you can skip forward if you want, or stay the whole time. That would be awesome. And I have the oracle messages that are pertaining to every single Aquarius and all of your relationships, all of your interactions. The messages are for all of that, okay? It doesn't specify one sign. You know, this is a general, so it's hard to do that. Well, it isn't hard. It's just how I do my particular routine, I guess you could say. So, first card is always overall energy bringing you to the reading. I always ask that you maybe go back if you have not, or do it again if you have, and watch your beginning of the month readings, because there's a lot of synchronicities a lot of times. There's a lot of new information that comes through. I mean, we just had the beautiful full moon in your sign, Aquarius, so I'm still reverberating from that, to be honest. That was last Friday, the 23rd, 24th, depending on where you're located in the world. And it was strong and it's powerful. And it's, you know, you're going to have a second one in August, but we'll get to that later. It's really your time. It's Aquarian energy for the world. It is about changing the objectives in our thought processes and expanding and growing and learning and educating ourselves so we can be more, and we can learn, and we can just go beyond the limited self that we've maybe saw ourselves as, you know, in the past. That rebel, you know, that the Aquarian that says, let's step outside of that box. Let's make it a triangle, or, you know, a huge circle. I don't know. So, first category, overall energy for the two of you, with this highlighted connection of Aquarius and Leo. That's it. This is it. This is unbelievable, and it's definitely the sun represents the card that represents Leo, but I also feel so strongly with that bright yellow second chakra. You know, second chakra? No. Third, excuse me, of the solar plexus, our strength, our power, our will, our empowerment, our belief, our confidence, all there. Look at that, the Fool. Letting go and surrendering to the status quo, right? All about how you operate, right, Aquarius, and then how Leo is more than happy to try things. Absolutely. to a certain degree. I mean, he's not going to go crazy. You know, you've got that little dog, you know, and that's that loyalty, that's that protection, that's that friend or that special person that's saying, I think you should do it. I think you should make that leap. I think you should trust in your abilities and your inner power, your higher power, the connection of everything all together. It's just one of the most beautiful feelings of letting go and saying, this is what I want to do. And I'm packing lightly. I'm not traveling, you know, with a heavy load, because that's not necessary right now. It's a lot of spirit right here. It's a lot of passion and a lot of trust. And that's what road you're on right now. And I think it's wonderful. Now, it could be with this relationship, and it could just be a great friendship, and you want to travel together and just go places you haven't gone in a long time. We were pretty stuck last year. That did not go well with either the air or the fire elements. I mean, they don't like to be confined. They want to get out and socialize and connect and be with people and feel their energy. Excuse me. Woo! Usually happens in threes. Excuse me. So, where was I? That's fantastic. That is a beautiful way to start the remainder of the month, moving into August. Like I said, a powerful, beautiful month for most people. I can honestly tell you, yes, it'll have some challenges on occasion. Of course, life does. That would be silly for me to say, yep, nothing going on that month. But it's a beautiful month. It can bring in incredible, incredible things. And you can dream them up. You can manifest them. You can make them yours. You can make them real. And right now you're open to pretty much anything. And look at the sun. There's that beautiful bright sun in the background. So yeah, there you go. Leo is a big part of this. Now, if it isn't someone you know, like I mentioned earlier, it's just you're so in the energy of Leo right now, Aquarius, and you're loving it. You are absolutely taking it in. And with Jupiter coming back in your sign, it just says it all. It really does. I don't need to say a thing to you. These cards and these influences are very, very beautiful for you. So the second category is the possible blessings or obstacles. And they're kind of like a storyline, you know, they're a narrative when you're reading tarot. And you have the Queen of Cups. Wow. So yes, you're the mind sign, you're the thoughts, you know, sometimes you get really caught in your thoughts, you're detached a lot of times from your emotions. But you absolutely are an emotional person, Aquarius. Every one of you, you have great love, as we all do. This is reminding you of that beautiful feminine quality in all of us that wants to nurture and care for and love and be loved back. The reciprocation is there. The fullness of this, you know, the Queen is a maturity. You know, we've had our different cycles and life experiences and relationships, and this one feels extremely fulfilling, and it feels like it's something that's meant to be. And it's a lot about feeling, by the way, because it's the water element. And like I said, we have Pisces and Jupiter for another day until the end of the year, and then most of next year. So you're very much in tune with your love right now. It's overriding a lot of those mental faculties of yours, Aquarius, and with that Leo aspect going there in your highlighted connection, it's on. Go for it. Love, enjoy, embrace, you know, just have the best possible time and just be true to yourself and know, you know, your heart is absolutely deserving of love, giving and receiving. I would say that was a blessing, absolutely. And that also, of course, the cups represent the sign of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. So there might be somebody, you know, family or friend or whatever, that's participating in your fun and maybe being a part of the party, and, you know, you're loving their company as well. And so something to think about. The final category, though, for you is that of finances, which is also what you consider to be your wealth, how that's affecting you at this time. Maybe some sound advice or, you know, energies that are notable for you to be aware of. And you have, honestly, it gets better and better. And this has been the energy of the readings. And it's not to say there hasn't been some start kind of like, wait, but be aware of this and be prepared, because there's some squares and some real powerful astrological planetary influences happening. I focus on the most important, powerful, optimistic ones. I just do, because that's how my mind works and that's how my body wants it to work. And then it really helps me in my life. I'm not trying to avoid or act as though the others aren't there. I feel the hints of them, but I'm more powerful than that, and it's up to me how I want to receive it and where I want to go with it, as it is for you. But for your finances, you have the Three of Cups. Once again, just a reminder of the party and the fun and the time to let go and be playful and let that child out inside of you. And these are people that want you and care for you and love you and support you. And it's just an all-around amazing vibe right now. It does represent parties and libation, just being careful, being as moderate as you can. Because like I said, with that Leo energy, it's extravagance to the max, okay? We all do that on occasion. I'm not a doctor, I'm just saying be aware. Or maybe just make sure you're getting all of your fluids, because the days are getting hotter where I am. And I'm sure they are in most places except for the southern hemisphere where it's winter still, and it's going into maybe, I don't know what, spring, not too far from now, maybe in another month or so. Absolutely beautiful. And it does show the harvest. So something that's been started or worked on, or the seeds that have been planted. Well, August starts the last part of, it ends summer and starts the beginning of fall. So it's between that, it's between now and then, and just, oh my God, just vacation, fun, love. Let's just put it that way. That creates wealth. That is wealth to me. If you're feeling good, that's it. For others, it's material wealth. It's, what they can buy and the tangible, financial money. And that's looking really good too. Those cups are going to be full. You're going to be celebrating something that may have been a complete surprise coming in as far as your money goes. But I wouldn't be surprised, because Aquarius, you've got Jupiter, and that's what brings in those opportunities. It's being aware, being prepared, and then having those beautiful energies come in that aren't there all the time, and utilizing and just taking as full advantage of them as you can, because it's pointing to you. And it's a gorgeous, beautiful, really a lot of heart-centered, just fulfillment in love and happiness. And that's what life's about. That's what we really want to feel more often than not, right? And then we all deserve to feel that. So I am going to finish with the rune that I'd like to put on there for you. And the rune is really just to culminate the reading, and it's pretty profound sometimes how it's very, very synchronistic to what the reading had just been saying. So I incorporate it. Also, it's my way of learning, because I'm a slow learner and I like to just really have it sink in, and the more I do it, the more it'll eventually become a part of me. And I've been listening to rune scholars that know about the difference and the wisdom and their meaning and such, which is from thousands of years ago. I love this so much. It to me is like the number one, but it is all about the letters. So it's I. So I will put this on the second category, the Queen, the ruler of emotions and, sensitivity, psychic ability, sensitivity, really feeling out the situation and really picking up and being one with your environment and your energy, and wanting to just bring that back out, that beautiful give and take. So the rune that I have not pulled in a while, which is I, is Issa. I'm not sure if that's how you pronounce it, but it is number 11, and 11 is kind of what they call a master number. And am I right about that? Yes. And, it becomes 2. 1 and 1 is 2, right? And 2 is partnership. 2 is love. 2 is romance, but it's also maybe work partnerships, somebody that can really concretely help you and benefit you, and once again, support you in your life, which is, I just love that about partnerships anyway, because you don't have to be the same. In fact, the differences are exciting, and they kind of really help you to grow as a person and see the different perspectives. But it's also about just that genuine, like, good, bad, ups and downs. We got each other, it's solid. I feel that very strongly with this highlighted connection as well, though. It's a beautiful pairing for you. It's a very harmonious energy. So, oh, I'm sorry. Let me read specifically more about it, though. So, Issa, number 11. We go in and we see that the word associated with Issa is ice. Let me double check this because I'm having issues. I apologize with my vision and my glasses, which I'm going to be getting new ones. It is ice. Okay. The time frame is between November 28th and December 13th. So we're talking the stage and period of the the birthday season of Sagittarius, another fire sign, another amazingly beautiful, cooperative, fun, adventurous, harmonious energy for you, Aquarius. I know so many Sagittarius and Aquarius couples and friends and all this that goes on throughout the years that I've studied and been doing readings. So yeah, a lot of powerful, fiery, passionate energy, optimistic energy. So the response and the words associated are calm, reflection, victory over obstacles. What's that? Habits, vices, and expectations to be controlled. From a distance, I believe. I'm sorry, and the main part of this is very clear and it's beautiful. And as far as I'm concerned, being under the second category with the Queen of Cups, coming across the calm, reflection, victory, and over obstacles, and just habits, vices, and expectations to be controlled. In distance, yeah. So letting them be, well, controlled, yes, because we can control anything. And that's the one thing we do, is we control our thoughts, we control how we resonate with people, we can control how we react to people. A lot of the water elements, they are reactive because they feel so much, they're just like they come right back, because that's all it is. It's just a raw feeling. Sometimes they don't have time to even think about it, like an air sign yourself. But what I'm trying to say is that there's just this inner knowing and kind of a peaceful, beautiful energy that goes with this. And just being aware, you know, of things that might not feel good at times, and knowing and trusting yourself to make the right choices for yourself. I like that as the culmination of the reading, and for that, you know, just a little more confirmation. And now I'm going to go on to read to you the oracles. Okay, so this is for every single Aquarius, and the first oracle that I love for the remainder of the month that I've been doing, because I change them up every beginning of the month reading and then to the half of the month readings, as we are on now, with one more sign left, and that'll be Pisces, the featured sign for tomorrow. Come on back if you have any Pisces influences in your sign, or you know someone, or you want to cross watch, or if you like what you're seeing now, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It is a wonderful way to support my channel. And thank you for everybody that has. It means so much to me. It's just, it is my path and my purpose. And so I do this anyway. And at some point it'll be all that I do. Right now I'm also a massage therapist that's kept me quite busy since I've been able to go back to work. And I love it. But it won't be something I do forever, right? So this is something I've been interested in for over 30 years and I want to pursue and continue to grow and learn from. And I just want to help you in the process if you have, you know, that interest in that like-minded kind of connection with me. It would be wonderful to have you here every month. So this is the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. This is by MaryAnne Reed, and it's got such incredible insight, the oracles and their wisdom, you know, that they want to share and bring absolute love, authentic love, and inspiration to us. So your particular card for the remainder of the month is the Altar Princess. Ooh, preparation, prayer, sacred ritual. Well, that kind of reminds me of possibly marriage, commitment. I mean, this reading celebration, celebratory, something really important happening. I mean, your heart and soul is into it. You're taking a risk. All of that kind of sounds to me like a possible commitment that you have not made up to this point, Aquarius. And by the way, you are a very independent sign. So you love love. And I've known my sister is an Aquarius. She's been married forever and she was with the same guy. I mean, it's been over 40 years and she's in her 50s. You get what I'm saying? There's that stubborn, streak where I'm going to have this man. This is it. And I was. However, if you're not that kind of Aquarius and it hasn't happened, it's okay. It can happen anytime. And I feel like that's what's going on. And it feels fantastic. Congratulations. Because for me, I think, oh, there's a certain age and it's like, never, never, never the case. That's a never I can honestly believe and share with you. That's a thought process that we can eliminate as part of this beautiful new energy of the new moon coming on, what is it, August 9th, I think, in Leo. Confidence and honest to God, just complete truth in our abilities. So that's a beautiful, did I show you the actual picture? Because I'm talking and trying to chew gum at the same time. I just got sidetracked because, yeah, that tells me something about at least a portion of the message right off the bat. It doesn't have to be Leo. It could be any particular sign you're involved in, Aquarius. As I said, that's what the oracles are about. So let's read to you a little further. Oh, it's number 39. So that's a 12 in numerology. That becomes a 3. So that's growth. It's mastering. It's fulfillment, okay? And it has to do with other people or other, support systems coming through. Maybe, yourself, your friend, spouse, partner, and a third party that's going to unite you in some way. You see what I'm saying? So anyway, we'll go on to do a little more reading from the book, which is always nice because the wording is so beautifully put, and I like that. All right, so I hope these glasses are going to do me justice. The stage is set, how perfect for the Leo influence of earlier, and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the altar princess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. And that's basically going back to that beautiful, major arcana of the Fool, and just believing in that and trusting in exactly what's being said there. Arms wide open, that surrender that doesn't make you weak or, question. It just opens your heart and it just all falls into perfect synchronistic places, And I love that for you. I'm excited because there's so much more that can happen throughout the end of this year. And I'd love you to share that if you would be so kind, because I always respond to anyone that wants to leave comments. I do think you have to subscribe for that. But either way, it would be an honor for me to interact with you. I enjoy that a great deal. The next oracle is the animal medicine cards, because our animals are so beautifully filled with wisdom and insight, and they are here to help us. And I know a lot of us want to help animals, and they're absolutely a part of this world. More, not as many as I would like them to be, but I'm hoping in time we can create and manifest that to a new height, a new place. And it just takes all of us wanting to, and enough of that love energy going out that you can move mountains, bottom line, I mean, anything is possible. Your particular, what is this? Animal medicine card for you, which is really pretty because it's got the beautiful, you're known as the water barrier, but it's not because you're a water sign. It's a water barrier of information and communication and ways to expand yourself once again, to be strong and empowered with who you are and your ideas, because they all matter. And I see these beautiful, the animal is pelican, and it takes me back to, children. So it makes me think, Is there conversations about children coming up? I mean, it's a big part of different phases in people's lives, right? You go through all the phases. Maybe this is that phase coming up for you. But then I saw the beautiful blue. Reminds me of the waters, and the water aspect of the knowledge and information you choose to share and want to help other people with. Let's see what the actual words associated with this are from the book. And it's under P, so we have pelican. I haven't seen many pelicans in my life, but I believe I have seen, I've certainly gone to the zoo years ago, but here we go. Let's see what it says. Well, the words associated with pelican are nourishment, inspiration, and manifestation, baby. Pelican has many friends, squawking, and there you go. There you are. You're a social bird. Squawking and talking when on the land in flight. The majestic of pelican is seen gliding way up in the sky in seemingly effortless synchronicity, then plunging into the water to catch prey using teamwork. For you who has drawn this card, this may be the time. It didn't have the word there. I'll add it. To bring a vision from the dream realm or subconscious into waking reality. Pelican sees right through the dazzling surface of the sparkling water, venturing from the sky world to the underworld. Ooh, I love that. With the blessing of pelican, your waking self can see past the veil to plunge deep and get the nourishment and the inspiration you need for your manifestation. Oh, that sounds... I'm actually really feeling this in my body right now, because it's a combination. It's your wonderful, incredible mind and intelligence and wherewithal, along with this wonderful spiritual, guidance. Once again, Jupiter's in Pisces now, Jupiter's in Neptune. It's our imagination, our inspirations. It's the things we don't see full-heartedly. Neptune's the underworld, the God, it's there, it's so present, it's a whole other life. And sometimes we just have to really just sit, be at the beach and imagine and just open ourselves up to just unlimited possibilities and thoughts and manifestations. So I really love that. I don't remember reading this recently, but it really spurred me on to want to take on this kind of energy. I hope you feel that way too, Aquarius. Because if I know the Aquariuses I've known, you absolutely do. It did liken to who you are, in my opinion. So last but not least, we have the Oracle of the Super Attractor Manifestation deck, where you manifest the life you want because you care, you think about it, you really intellectually think about it, but it's really about what you feel and how you bring those emotions, like-minded, wonderful, positive, good feeling emotions out. And there it becomes your reality. Your beautiful message. I love this so much. It's like a bridge from this time in your life to the next. This major transformation for so many. Well, this year you had a different age that happened. This is the first time in 12 years Jupiter has become in your sign. It's a lot. It's a beautiful time, and it's something to really just really sit with and be incredibly grateful and appreciative of. I feel my way into faith, one step at a time. And there's that crossing over, and there's that trust and that endurance and strength that you feel right now in particular. Now we do have a moon. It looks as though it's not the new, but it's kind of getting to where it will be. So it's almost exactly at the time the moon is now, because it's not full anymore, but it's moving towards the new, and it kind of wands, right? It gets smaller and smaller now to that new idea, new intention, new manifestation in your life. You're feeling grounded and powerful. That's the colors that represent our root chakra, our strength, our solidness, our core, our stability, our security, Absolutely beautiful. I hope that you liked the reading. I hope that at some point something really just kind of reached out for you. And I would love to see you next month. I won't see you, but you know, I'd love to have you come and join me, and I'll know it's you if you do like and subscribe, and that makes it really special too. But regardless of everything, it's a beautiful reading, and I want you to have the best time. I want you to have the most fun, and let go and let God, as they say, right? So thank you for your time very much. Until next time, be well. Bye for now.